Hello, welcome, Daze with Daze YouTube. Okay, no. Hello. I feel like a total painter today. I got my... Hey guys, welcome to the Daze with Daze YouTube channel. So the past week and a half, okay, I post every other Tuesday, and so I had been thinking like, what the heck do I do my YouTube video on? I feel like 2022 has just been so crazy so far. Oh, I turn this down. It's been so crazy so far, but so much fun. I'm finally back home in routine, not for much longer, but I'll spill those beans soon. Literally until yesterday, I was like, and today's Monday. I'm literally filming this the day before I'm supposed to post it, when normally this is like a total edit day. But I was like, what am I supposed to post? What do you want me to post on? And I actually deleted Instagram last week for just like a little break. So my plan was to just like talk about rest and the importance of rest, but we're just gonna kind of chat today. My physical body. I normally do a really good job of like eating healthy-ish, kind of, and working out. But 2022 is kind of a different story because it's been actually psycho, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but Hawaii was also kind of pretty rough too. Anyways, I decided with some of my friends there that we were going to do 75 hard starting February 1st because we all knew January was going to be crazy and traveling and just not scheduled. So we were like, it's really unrealistic to start in January, so let's start in February. So that was our plan. Also, my mental side, all of January is like, well, I'm going to whip it into shape February 1st. Like, I'll start February 1st and I'll start everything February 1st. That's just how I am. Like, it's all kind of almost all or nothing, but not really. Like, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm really gonna do it. But I knew I was really gonna do it, so I was like, well, then I can take a rest day, or like I can eat this cake, or I can eat this. We don't have a scale at our house because it's a mental game of I weigh this, but even I always go off the way that I feel or how my clothes are fitting. My main thing is if I feel good, then that's good. Like, but you know, when your shirt is like starting to touch your lower belly and you're like, okay, this means I need to kind of step it up a little bit, and just like if I'm starting to feel bigger, I guess, like is whenever I can feel in my body that I'm gaining weight is whenever I'm like, okay, but I just don't step on scales. But I was babysitting all weekend and they had a scale at their house, and so I was like, oh, a scale, isn't that funny? Like, let me just do this. So I stepped on that scale, and the number that I read on that scale, I have never seen in my entire life. I was like, I have never weighed this much. I don't feel good. Like, I can feel it in my body. So I just said, that was, what was yesterday? Sunday. So I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't go another week of just like this. So I'm starting 75 hard tomorrow, which you're just watching this on Tuesday, so I'm starting today. Starting early. So if you don't know what 75 hard is, watch this video until the end, because if any of this catches your attention, I have like an opportunity for you at the end. So just keep watching accountability and instructions and whatnot. So 75 hard. This is the version I'm doing. There's a bunch of different versions that you can do, but I've kind of added like a Christian twist on it, just because I don't want it to be just my physical body. I want it to be like my spiritual health too. 75 hard is 75 days long. And you are on some sort of diet. I'm counting my macros, which is kind of like annoying to do, but also you don't just grab things and start eating them. Like, you have to log everything that you eat. And there's an app called MyFitnessPal that is like really good. It has so many different foods on it, and you just scan the barcode and enter like how much you ate of it, and it'll keep it for you. And you can also like check your macros and everything on that app. So there's different ways to keep your macros. You can do like personalized ones, and my mom actually just got hers personalized, and we have kind of the same body type, so I'm going off hers, just because all of a sudden I want to start 75 hard, so I don't have time to get mine personalized, and sometimes it costs money. But there's an influencer I follow, her name is Megan Call, and she just opened like her own macro counting thing. It's like $35, but you can go to her website, and I'll link that down below. But she can like personalize, you just answer questions and she'll personalize your macros for you, which is like super nice, and it's all online. So that's an option, or you can just do some other diet, whatever you want to do. Do 2 45-minute workouts a day. So really it's supposed to be one inside and one outside. That's what I'm gonna do. You don't have to do that. You can minimize it to 1 workout a day. Maybe 3 workouts a week. Like whatever works for you is what you should do. But I'm gonna try to do 2 workouts a day. And the real hard 75 hard is if you miss any of these up. Like if you don't hit one goal one day, you just have to start all over. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just counted my days out from tomorrow, but since I start tomorrow, then 75 days later. 75 days is such a long time. It's like 2.5 months. But last day is on Good Friday, and I'm like, dang. As if that Friday was not good enough. It's gonna be the best Friday of my dang life to end 75 hard on that day. Not Good Friday. It's Palm Sunday. Good Friday. I don't know. It's on something close to Easter. Okay, and then the third thing you have to do is drink a gallon of water a day. I normally drink water bottles like these. I get a water bottle like this and then fill it up. And we'll drink out of it for a few days, and then it kind of starts getting gross, so then you throw it out, go buy a new one. But you can buy packs of like big waters like this at Costco, Sam's, whatever you want. So this is 33 ounces. So then if I just know 3, 6, 9, 12, I have to drink 4 of these in a day. And it's easier than like cups of water, just random left and right, you know? And since this is smaller amounts, the water isn't gross by the end. Because I thought about getting one of those big gallon things that you can get on Amazon, but that water sits there all day. So at the end of the day, when you're already like, I don't really want to drink this anymore, the water's gross and like, I don't know. So I'm not doing that. But also I had thought about getting a half-gallon one because it won't be the case as much, but still kind of. And this is way easier to carry around than a gallon of water. But do what you want. There's also Fiji waters that are huge, and they're like 40 ounces or something crazy, but they're also not as bad to carry around, but you can buy packs of those too. And then just fill those up. But a gallon of water, it's gonna be a lot, but water is just so good for you. So the real 75 hard, you're supposed to read 10 pages a day. It's supposed to be non-fiction, but I've kind of slashed that with a quiet time. So I'm a really slow reader. And I know that I could read 10 pages, but I'm not kidding you, that would probably take an hour out of my day to do. If I'm already doing 45-minute workouts, spending so much time like making meals, eating meals, locking all my meals. So I'm not doing 10 pages. If you're a fast reader, do 10 pages, go after it. But I just read something. It can be my Bible, it can be really whatever, but read/quiet time. So that's just my expectation on that area. Can be as long as short as needed. I'm just trying to be flexible because I'm trying to make this realistic for the next 75 days. I'm supposed to take a progress picture every single day. And I'm also doing a memory verse weekly. So every beginning of the week, Sundays, I'll pray about it. Whatever verse the Lord sticks out to you is the verse. I have a bunch of, I have a whole bunch of index cards right here. Also so many different tricks of ways to memorize verses, but one of my favorites is writing on an index card, stick it on your mirror, and just, even if you don't even think you're memorizing it, you're memorizing it. Another way you could do is write the first letter of each word of the verse on your hand and just like keep going through it on your throughout the day. However your brain works is how you should do it. That is all the rules for 75 hard. The rules, okay, but also I have so many, I'm doing like guidelines too. So I'm not fasting, like intermittent fasting, where I have like an 8-hour window and like a 16-hour non-eating window. But I'm doing it's not really like healthy to eat after 8 o'clock at night, because then your body like doesn't really do anything with the food that you're giving it. And so it kind of just stores it. Not good for you, right? So my goal is to not eat after 8, but I'm not setting that as a rule, because in my head, if I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not eating dinner tonight, and like then I'm not gonna meet my macros. Like my rule is to meet my macros. So if I haven't eaten dinner, if I just worked out and I need to eat something after, then I'm going to. If I eat at 8:30, like that is okay. But my goal is to not eat before. It's not a rule, but it's a guideline. I'm also setting like work boundaries for myself. I'm setting time limits on Instagram and different things just to make sure that I'm like mentally healthy, everything, setting goals for how long I'm sleeping, and I put my phone away when, like, obviously don't add too much. And the guidelines is what you kind of want to add on to, like maybe once a week you do blank, or I don't know what it could be. So a little motivation that I did is I'm buying myself a new pair of shoes because I'm working out 2 times a day. I gotta have some good shoes or else 2 times a day every single day. Girl, what? That is literally so much, but that is okay. Normally if I work out twice a day, then I take like 3 rest days after that. So this is gonna be different, but it'll be so good for me. Mentally, physically, everything. I bought myself a cute new workout outfit. I have so many workout clothes, but I was like, I just need one good one for some motivation, you know, and yeah, some new workout shoes. So I haven't bought them yet, but because I just bought $100 worth of workout clothes yesterday. But okay, you guys, there's a sale happening right now that you need to hop on because it's Carbon 38. It's a super bougie like workout brands. Like they're kind of compared to like Lulu. Like they're super nice. It's almost more expensive than Lulu. Their fabric isn't like really Lulu, but it's amazing workout fabric. But they have a sale going on where their clothes are on sale, but if you use the code FINALFEW, you get like an extra 40% off. So yesterday I paid $100 for 2 super nice bras and a pair of leggings, when normally the bras are like $60 in itself. But then I ended up saving $66 because of all these like promo codes. So I like, you better go now, like it's selling out fast, and it's obviously the final few things. So once they're out of your size, they're out of your size. I got it yesterday, it hasn't come in yet, but I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I got like a ribbed black bra, a like, this is so not me, but I was like, this is cute, so I got it. But it's like a leopard print shiny, a shiny material leopard print like set. But for some reason, I love it. Like, it's so cute. And so I was like, and I don't have anything like it. So I bought it. And it was funny because then obviously yesterday was Sunday. The message was so good. It was about consistency and the power of consistency. I'm just gonna read you some of the best points that I took away from this. Pastor Craig talked about ways to grow in consistency. And his 3 points were start with the why, plan to fail, and fall in love with the process. So I'm sitting there in my chair and I'm like, okay. So I just made the decision to start 75 hard in 2 days. I'm scared. How am I gonna do this? But I had to share this because this is so good. So start with the why. Like, it's never about the show, and you're never gonna like succeed if it's just for like desire. But if you turn it into devotion, then that's whenever you succeed. And so instead of just being like, I'm doing this because, like for me, if it was like, I'm doing this to have something to vlog about, that would be horrible. Like I wouldn't be motivated at all. But if it was like, I'm doing this because I want to feel better. Like I don't want my body to feel like this. I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I want to grow and get better physically, spiritually. So there's like so many different reasons of why I want to do this, and that's what I have to remember every single day, instead of like waking up and be like, oh, I'll just be so much more tempted to eat that cookie if it's just for my YouTube video that I'm only going to do once a week, you know? But it's like, no, every single day I'm fighting for something, and it's like for the best version of myself that I'm called to be. Like my body is a temple and I want to treat it like that. So always remember your why. So what is your why? And just start with that and wake up and remind yourself that every single day. Plan to fail. It's not all or nothing. You're gonna mess up and that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna eat at 8:30 some nights. That's okay. I'm gonna get one workout in. It's okay. I'm gonna work out twice inside. Like that's okay. Okay to fail. It's not encouraged. Like it's not something that we need to set our expectations to. We need to set our expectations to doing it the right and the best way that we can. But if you fail, like that is okay if you fall short one day. But he said if you miss a day, don't miss 2. So I catch myself doing this a lot. It's like I do my quiet time for 4 days in a row and I'm doing so good, and then I miss a day and then I'm like, oh, and then I just don't, and the next day goes by and the next day goes by, and then 2 weeks later I'm like, I haven't done quiet time in 2 weeks. Like it's just something that I think is just our human nature to do. And so if you miss a day, don't miss 2. Get back on track the next day. If you miss a meal, don't miss 2. Don't say, well, I screwed up at lunch, so I'm going to screw up at dinner too. No. you get back on track and you do the best that you can at dinner. You also want to fall in love with the process and just enjoy the ride. Your progress pictures, I think, are going to be so fun to look back at and just be like, oh my gosh, because you're going to wake up and probably not feel much different this time next week, but I promise you, look back at your pictures, you'll be like, oh, like you will start noticing difference. And just because if the scale's not going down, that doesn't mean you're not building muscle. Like maybe your muscle is keeping you up. But just fall in love with the process and enjoy treating your body with the respect that it needs. Like sometimes it is kind of fun to just eat healthy, you know? Like when you're like, oh yeah, no, it's okay. Saying no to the cookie is like just satisfying to the soul, you know? Anyways, so if this is something that you have liked the thought of, if you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do this, maybe not to the extent that I'm doing it, or maybe even farther than what I'm doing. I don't know where you are on this process and on this scale, but I have created an accountability thing for us to all do, and I'm going to put the link down below, but it's an Excel sheet. And so, let me show you. Okay, so here we are on our Excel sheet. So I have my name up in the corner with all my things that I have to do underneath it. And then there's empty spaces that I have for you guys to go in and fill in your names in all those empty spaces. There's like 20 different spots. But so then we have the days of the week, and that scrolls on. Oops. That scrolls on over for a few days, and then I'll go through and clear out and keep our stuff updated for us. So like whenever you finish your diet of the day, you'll go in and mark it. Whenever you finish your workout, you'll go in, your quiet time, you'll go in and mark it. And so then we can see each other's, and that's when the accountability comes in, is whenever we can like see each other's, and we're more motivated because you can just like scroll and see who's done it. Text someone if you know them, hey, you haven't done your second workout, let's do it together. I don't know. Could be something fun. So also you can go in and personalize yours. So if you aren't going to do everything that I'm doing, or you can go in, if you just want to do workouts, clear out everything. If you just want to do a verse, clear out everything, keep that. Or if you want to drink a gallon and work out, you know, you can personalize it to what you want to. And check off when you need to do things. And I'll keep an eye on it. If it gets more than 20, then I'll just make more. We can copy and paste. So just go get that accountability, because accountability is huge. We're a little cockeyed here. Still kind of, but that's okay. Even if you just want accountability for working out, go put your name on that list and then just delete the other ones. Or if you want to just drink a gallon of water, if you want to do any one of those things, go put your name on the list and then just delete the ones that you aren't doing, or leave it and just fill in the ones that you are doing. Whatever it might be. We're just here to encourage each other. I just think it'd be so fun, and you all have access to it. During 75 Hard, I'm going to be doing a new YouTube schedule. Well, kind of. Not really. I'm just going to be adding videos. So I'm still going to be posting every other Tuesday, but I'm also going to be posting on Fridays. So I'm going to post like a weekly recap on Fridays. So just kind of like meal ideas, food ideas, workout ideas, if I find any sort of like hacks, or a water bottle that I love, or I don't know, just a weekly recap of what I've been loving. My Instagram is kind of going to be the same. It's going to turn more into like giving you ideas and turning more to this side of things for the next 75 days. But I really think this is going to be so much fun. So healthy for our physical and spiritual and mental and all the things. Make the boundaries that you need to make, and it'll be so fun. But please join the accountability list. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing this with us, because I think it's going to be just such a fun little thing to do, you know. But love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I guess we'll see you Friday. It'll be good. It's going to be a new fun little schedule that we're gonna be doing, hanging out more. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Cheers to so many workouts and a lot of water and some healthy food. I'm excited though. The results are gonna be so well worth it. So well worth it. That's what I'm telling myself. But okay, love you guys. Happy workouts. Happy 75 Hard. You can do it.